Oh, we found Wombo in the 1-1 bracket. All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna turn off the leak thing on this, and because we can't even get complete matches in. YouTube will hate it if I upload non-complete matches. I can see it now. 5 downvotes. All right, so round 3, Vintage Showcase. We're 1-1. We're playing against Wombo Combo. Wombo is on Golos shops. Let's begin. Golos shops is not a great matchup for us. Obviously, we're a graveyard deck, but we can battle. We have Force of Vigors and stuff. Well, again, keep Force of Vigor, Bizarre Hand. I'm in. They also have like main deck Tabernacle and stuff, crazy stuff like that. That's like, I don't really buy that one, Vane. I don't really buy that one. Have you seen the decks that I top 8 challenges with? Like, I made ninjas work. I made Riddlesmith work. So I don't buy that. Where the hell? Where is Wombo at? Are they double queuing? They're probably double queuing, seeing as they're like qualified for 3 or 4 of these things. This is a good hand, though. This is a good hand. We have a turn 1 hollow one. We have Force of Vigor. We have extra land drops. I'm really happy with this hand. The best thing we could do is like Bazaar into Vengevine Rootwalla, or like a Vengevine Hollow one, or like Hollow one. Those are the things that I would like to see. Obviously, we're like susceptible to the main deck Tabernacle on turn 1, but whatever. You're telling me, not me. This is 2 bad matchups in a row for me. I'm pretty sure we won with Riddlesmith. It wasn't even a top 8. It was just a straight up win. ACI, straight up win. Like, you can make bad cards work in Vintage. The surrounding cards are so powerful that you can place these kind of like synergy based decks. It's very achievable. Those decks typically won't become, mainstays of the format, but you'd like to see it live and not on Moto? What does that even mean? Moto is more realistic than regular Magic because Moto actually shuffles, whereas people don't actually shuffle in real life.
Good luck today, setting up my new computer.
Awesome. Glad to hear it, Jay. I'm going to put back... I think I'm going to put back Time Walk. I guess Wasteland's pretty reasonable as a follow-up play, but I'd really like to... Well, if I lose my Deathrite Shaman, I think Time Walk's probably uncastable. So I can actually Once Upon a Time. So what I could do is just like pitch 3 lands and try to find double hollow one. But then I can't play around the Tabernacle, but that also lets me, at the very least... I feel like I would rather just pitch 3 lands here and then just go for the Once Upon a Time. All right, I missed. All right, well, I have Hollow one, I have a land, and I have Force of Vigor, and that's all I got. So hopefully the Golos shop's hand isn't too good. Yeah. All right, so I don't have any reason to Vigor this right now. I don't have any reason to Vigor this right now, so I'm not going to. Even if they Wasteland, it'll go on the stack, and I can still Vigor. Activation of this Bazaar. I'm gonna have to pitch one of these cards. It'll probably just be Once Upon a Time, unless something crazy happens. This, and this. Well, shit. So the problem now is I can't actually play my Deathrite Shaman. I guess that's fine though. I guess I'm just gonna play my Bayou and pass. I guess it lets me play around Sphere or something. What's the chance that I need to force a Vigor in this match? Probably fairly high. And I'm probably losing my Bazaar to a Wasteland on the next turn, I would assume. So I probably have to... I mean, returning Hogaak could be quite strong if I play Deathrite Shaman on this turn. I think I have to play this Bayou no matter what. The question is, do I play the Deathrite Shaman? And I kind of think I'm not supposed to. I don't think I want to Vigor either of these targets, though. But I have to play the Bayou in case they go for like a Golos and they Golos Tabernacle. This matchup is really hard. Once again, we haven't really hit our graveyard cards. I don't need lands. No, I 100% need a land in play because I can't stop Golos Tabernacle. I need the Vigor for Golos as well. So like I need to have one, I need to have this Bayou in play. And two, I need to have this Force of Vigor active and in hand. And we haven't gotten any card advantage off of our Bazaar. It's only been card disadvantage. So it's been kind of rough. So they just have Golos here. Yep. This gets a Tabernacle. And then we need to find another land drop, I guess. So we're probably losing this game, I would assume. I can hold this Vigor because I can Vigor on their upkeep and they have to pay for their Dolos. And that way we also have more cards to work with if we need to. But if I don't Vigor now, I can't attack. So I have to Vigor now. The problem here is the Crucible leads me to believe they have a Wasteland. And if they Wasteland my Bayou, I lose. So that's kind of awkward. Lets me cast a Hogaak, though. Kind of good, actually. So now all I want to do is see a land off the top. Land. That kind of works. Wait. That kind of works, right? Yeah, that kind of works. All right, I can pay. Currently, I can pay for Hollow One and Hogaak. If they Wasteland my Bayou, I can pay for Hogaak, and it kills them. So that works. So they have to have two things now. So Dryad was good. I had an initial gut reaction of Dryad probably not being good, but Dryad was good. Yo, OK Mode, thank you for the sub. You're a powerful wizard. Enjoy the emotes. Thank you. No, they drew Caracas? And they have a Stone Coil Serpent? Oh no, chat. Oh no, that is insanity. All right, so now what I have to do is the Dryad should pay for itself. And the Hollow One will be paid for by the Bayou. And we let the Hogaak go, right? That's so frustrating, man. How does Golos Shops just have all the exact correct cards? Oh, and I won't be able to play a new Hollow One. Guess I'm like really dead, aren't I? Maybe I'm supposed to use the Dryad to pay for a Rootwalla and then hope to draw a land, right? If I keep the Dryad, I lose both of my Root Wallas, and the Dryad doesn't actually help unless I draw a Wasteland. So maybe what I want to do is Dryad on the Root Walla. Right on the Root Walla. Why doesn't it let me stack this? Why does it auto stack this? This is not something that should be auto stacked. How much do I have to complain? This is not something that's allowed to be auto stacked. Really frustrating. Doesn't really matter here, but like it's definitely mattered. Like this is not supposed to be auto stacked. All right, I'm gonna use the Dryad to pay for the Dryad. My Bazaar is turned off, so definitely don't want to do that, Fuzz. It shouldn't be auto stacked at all, though. Oh, we drew the exactly strip mine, didn't we? Aw. Wait, should we just not attack? They have to pay with this. No, that doesn't work. I mean, I have a beater. They're at 6. I don't actually have to kill the Tabernacle, technically. Oh. Wait, what? Well, they messed up that one. They should just hit the Dryad Arbor. I'm like regretting. I guess I should have kept the Root Walla instead of the Dryad Arbor because I was always going to lose my hollow one and would have had one land to pay for it. So I can either kill the Tabernacle or just pay for the Dryad Arbor. And the way that paying for the Dryad Arbor is better is if they have a Crucible of Worlds. Though I guess if they have a Crucible of Worlds, I'm getting Wastelanded on my Strip Mine or my Dryad Arbor, so that wouldn't really matter. So I would rather... Well, I can't play any creature I draw anyways because my Bazaar is turned off. Like there's literally no creature I can play currently. Trying to figure out if there's like any way that this matters. All right, I'm gonna kill this Tabernacle. I don't know if that's right though. I guess if I drew a Deathrite Shaman, I could play it with, or a Basking Root Wall, I could play it with the Dryad Arbor. So this is better. Yeah, that makes sense actually. I actually can get a Hogaak back. What doesn't? Oh wait, no, I couldn't do it because of Sphere. All right, well I have to hope this Dryad Arbor hits six times and kills my opponent. I don't really have any other choice besides that. I think we're pretty locked out of this game. Drawing the one Caracas was a problem. Was definitely a problem. All right, well, this matchup is so bad too. If they use Tomb, we're dead though. So like if they're tapping Tomb, it means they're playing something that we can't beat, right? There's so many there's like very few dead draws in opponent's deck, so it's gonna be quite hard. Like spheres are dead draws, but like every wasteland, every crucible, every creature. All right, sphere, that's a good one. Oh, they drew wasteland. Cool. All right, well we lose. All right, awesome. Wonderful. I don't think we have an ability to cast any spells unless we draw all of the remaining lands in our deck, I would say. They just drew... They can't cast Golos, can they? Oh, they can cast exactly cast Golos? What the fuck? Yeah, I wish I could play Golos Shops the way Wombo plays Golos Shops, and that's Demonic Tutor, the best card every, or Vampiric Tutor every upkeep. Just incredible. 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 Opponent used zero draw abilities and just has mono answers. All right. What do we bring in? Assassin's Trophy and Silent Savannah, I guess. And we get to take out Ancestral. I'm gonna take out Time Walk, and I'm gonna take out. I'm not gonna take out Ancestral. I'm gonna take out Misstep and Time Walk, and I don't know what the last card I'm supposed to take out. One of the Once Upon a Times. Yeah, that looks good. I could technically bring in like Mindbreak Trap or Collector Oof, but I think those cards are not very good. Maybe I need Collector Oof or no, I don't really like Collector Oof here. I mean, I would like to play this deck if I could play against like good matchups, but I played against Breach and Golos Shops, so it's been a little rough. Yeah, Oof is more for Ravager and for Pio. Yo, Rachel, thank you for the 4-month resub. You're a powerful wizard. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. But yeah. What did we play against in round 1? Bug. Bug's a good matchup. We played a good matchup in round 1, which I didn't expect to play against because I don't think Bug is particularly in meta. I know Golos Shops is technically in meta and a very high metagame percentage. Still don't know why that's the case, but I do know that that is true. Breach is usually like mediumly large metagame percentage, so. But yeah. That game looked very winnable from most points in the game. It looked pretty winnable, and then they just had like the Caracas and the Tabernacle and the Wasteland and the second Wasteland and the third Wasteland. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Nope. Play. This hand's just not quite good enough. Not quite good enough. You definitely want to be on the lookout for like reasonable mana based hands in comparison to Bazaar based hands. Because opponent has a lot of ways of shutting down Bazaar based hands. But this hand is just not powerful enough, unfortunately. Guess we're gonna go to 5. All right, this is what I'm talking about though. So this one is definitely better. This one is definitely better. So if I keep this hand and I've been Assassin's Trophy and Bloodghast, and then we Once Upon a Time, yeah, that looks good. Bam, keep. Once Upon a Time. I found a. Oh man, that's kind of awkward though, isn't it? I think we actually just take the Stitcher Supplier here over the Bazaar. We're bottoming Vengevine, Rootwalla. If we just go Stitcher Supplier, we can go Lotus, Shaman, Supplier is 4 cards in yard. We're 1 card short. That's kind of unfortunate. If this was a fetch land, we would have turn 1 Hogaak. Oh, that's so close. We could also just go turn 1 Vengevine. 5 turns. If we had a fetch land, we would have turn 1 Hogaak, and I would snap it off. But because Stitcher Supplier is 3 cards, Lotus is 4 cards, Hogaak needs 7 cards. We can only get up to 6 mana to cast Hogaak. So I kind of think that I'm just doing this, I guess. All right. Wombo kept a 6er. Sure. Hopefully they have all like Hopefully that Jesus. Okay, sure. Gonna say hopefully they have all cards that stop Bazaar. But I mean, if we hit a land, we can Vigor still, so Crucible, Strip Mine, sure. I mean, 2 turns. They need to hit a land, so they have a land, so they can play. Oh my gosh, this thing gains them a life, so now it's 3 turns. Should we Strip Mine Inventor's Fair? No, because they can just return it with Crucible. Wait, no, that doesn't do it fast enough. No, that's good. That's good. If we Strip Mine Inventor's Fair, they go to 4, and then if they bring it back, and if they don't hit. No, that doesn't. Oh, that's a play you could make too, huh? That's a play. I like that play better. Yeah, that's fine. What am I gonna hit though? Should I actually hit Pearl Crucible? Kind of think Crucible Pearl is better. Or what about Mox? No, Crucible Mox. Mox? Mox. They can't play Golos. Let's go! That's cool. That was a cool game. That's a cool game. Ooh, that's so cool. Like, that's so interesting. Like, no other Bazaar deck can do something like that. All right, let's just run it back. Should we trap? Should we bring in trap? Let's trap instead of Once Upon a Time here. Bro. I think trap is better than the third Once Upon a Time. This hand just loses a sphere. I guess it doesn't technically just lose a sphere. I could easily draw a Bazaar off our Once Upon a Time or a land off our Once Upon a Time, but I don't have any basics in my deck. It's just such a risky hand to keep. Could be a pretty good Hogaak hand, though. Technically, we probably have 2 mana sources. I'm going to try keeping this hand. It's a little awkward, though. I don't even have a Force of Vigor, so maybe I'm supposed to mulligan towards a Force of Vigor more likely. I don't know. Yes, we're good against Spyglass. We are definitely good against the Spyglass hand. To be fair, they're incentivized to do this because we kept a 7-card hand. It's unlikely that we keep a 7-card hand without Bazaar. So this name's Deathrite Shaman, so we just get the 2 Citrus Suppliers. It might still name Bazaar, to be fair. If they're on this kind of hand, that makes me pretty happy when I keep this kind of hand. It's a nice little mind game, I guess. I think you're probably supposed to name Bazaar off of this Searcher Spyglass. The Deathrite Shaman is not that big of a deal, I would think. It's not bad, though. It's nice that I didn't Once Upon a Time. Yeah, they named Deathrite Shaman, so I could hit a Bazaar if I wanted to. There's no reason for me to Once Upon a Time now, so we can draw first. I see. Do we want a Once Upon a Time pre-Bazaar activation? Yes. So we just get Hollow one, right? And then if we hit any Root Wallow, we return. We're real cold to like Tabernacle, but so be it. Hit another land, which is good. I think I'm just gonna pitch the Hogak and one of the Deathrite Shaman. Maybe I want to just pitch. I want both my lands. I guess I don't want Trophy. It's gonna be a long time before I ever cast the Trophy. Be a really long time before I patch the Trophy. I don't want to pitch the GAC because I need a certain amount of card density. I guess I'm going to probably hit it if I can resolve a supplier, but if I can't resolve a supplier, I'm not going to hit it. I'm going to pitch the Trophy. I think. What kind of cards can they have? They could have Surgical, but not really. Leyline is more likely. Cage is more likely. I'll pitch the Hogak. Fine. I can't return the Deathrite shot. Oh man, do I play? I mean, it's likely opponent has Wasteland. I think I am just supposed to play this Hollow one out, even though it loses the chance of getting Avengevine back. I think I'm supposed to. I'm incentivized to play this. It makes them more incentivized to Tabernacle me. Yep, that's fine. It's not fine, but okay. So they have Wasteland Strip, sure. That's okay. We have a Vigor. Hello. Definitely not going to Vigor now. This is not good enough. But I might Vigor if they'd like. Oh, they do another Wasteland, but no other play. Interesting. I think if I want to play any spell, I don't think I'm supposed to Vigor here. I don't think I'm supposed to Vigor here. If I Vigor, they kill my land that I fetch, and I go Bayou Supplier, but there's no way for me to Vengevine or Hogak off of that. Alright, I'm gonna just pass. That's not a good draw. I want to draw another fetch land here, was my best draw. I think I am supposed to play the Bayou, though. Incentivize them to maybe waste and keep themselves off mana. I guess we can pitch this Hogak now, which is fine. Alright, they went to 4 life to play what? They can't play GAC. Is this a... Oh, they lose. Game over. Jeez. Jarvis clap. Yes. Golos shops, baby. Oh dear, they're dead. I think that the Hogak deck is a little bit better against Golos shops than like a Dredge deck or something like that, but that was interesting. Those were some pretty interesting matches, though, to be fair. 14 matches in progress. Let's go get back into our 0-3 league here. Force of Vigor is not a fair card. I don't know, like, I don't know why they broke the idea of forces being card disadvantage, right? Like, typically when you force, you are, putting 2 cards in to get 1 card for free because it costs no mana. But Force of Vigor is just like, yeah, no, 2 for 2.